My work as a weight loss coach has put me in touch with a large number of young people with serious self-worth issues. Going back to my days as a minister, working with incarcerated people who were locked up for committing serious crimes, I came to see the connection between the youth of today and criminals of the past. That connection, a very low estimation of self-worth. I saw it over and over again back then, and I see it all the time today in the vulnerable lives of young people everywhere, and it is a scary thing. Although it is a serious issue with young boys, this can affect young girls even more, whose body image issues can result in cutting and other methods of self-inflicting bodily harm. If you are listening to this and you are a cutter or are otherwise hurting yourself or contemplating doing so, you need to listen loud and clear, especially if your issues involve weight loss, which they often do. If you don't feel pretty enough or handsome enough or tough enough or thin enough, then you need to know some things. First, you need to know that everyone at some point struggles with a body image issue in their lives. The most popular people have the same insecurities that you do. Those who, quote, have it together and seem the most unbothered by criticism are going through their own private struggles just the same as you are, if not more so. Generally, those who have it the hardest in school have it better in their later years after school, and vice versa. People are really good, particularly very socially savvy people, at hiding what they are going through. They know how to cover their insecurities when in fact they have them all the same. Your suffering, though open, is not unique. Many people feel just like you do, but they hide much better or else know how to emotionally manage themselves more effectively. Eventually, the odds are that they will succumb to the same stresses that you are right now. It may be years later, when they are married or living with someone or else starting a family or new job, but the odds are that these issues will come out and will impact them, likely to the same degree that you are being impacted right now. Second, you need to know that weight loss will not be a cure-all for issues involving self-worth and self-esteem. So you don't feel secure about your body, you don't feel pretty or handsome enough, you don't feel successful enough or worthy enough as a girlfriend, boyfriend, or potential mate. As we said, these are common concerns, but the fact is that if you have these self-worth issues before losing weight, you will have them after losing weight. You will need to face your fears and accept yourself before you can make lasting improvements of any kind. This can be a long process for some, one that involves serious self-reflection, counseling, and emotional maturity. But you can eventually get there. What won't work is running from your fears and insecurities. They will follow you in the deepest, darkest alleyways of your mind as you lie in bed at nights, wondering how you really matter. It always gets worse for those who run from their insecurities. Weight loss is a self-betterment measure and one that is very important, but it is not a fix-all for social concerns. If you are wanting to drop weight to make people see you and react to you better, as if they will somehow start liking you more, you're going to be very disappointed. Dating, socializing, and relationship building in general are built 100% on confidence, not on body fat percentage, and not on how good you think you look in a swimsuit. Third, if you don't love yourself, then others can't love you either. This is hugely important because the way you see yourself causes others to see you in the exact same way. Bullying comes from showing vulnerability to the wrong people. It isn't your fault, but evolution dictates the strong survive and the weak become easy prey. That is why school is so hard for some and so easy for others, which is why you owe it to yourself to become stronger and to realize that you have the power to shape yourself into whoever you want to be. But it starts with you. It starts with you choosing not to be a victim anymore. No one can take from you your own sense of identity once it has been built. You give people permission to hurt you, permission to destroy you, to offend you, and to break you down. The good news is, you can revoke that permission at any time and decide it's no longer okay to hurt you. You are entitled to the same respect and dignity as any other human being. But if you don't respect yourself enough to believe in yourself and surround yourself with the best people and influences, if you don't think you are good enough to deserve someone who will bring out the very best in you, then until you do, your days will not be filled with happiness. For most of us, self-improvement usually involves weight loss at some point, but never at the expense of other areas of your life that call for improvement. If you aren't at your best physically, then you often aren't at your best sexually, psychologically, or mentally. There are exceptions, but don't go through life thinking you are the exception instead of the rule. You should aim to improve all round and not just in one area. Prudent reasoning and true love of yourself demand no less.